Hey little evangelist, I'm Time Traveler Tom. Guess what guys, we're going back in time. It's crazy, isn't it?
Little Evangelist, Little Evangelist, Little Evangelist, Little Evangelist.
So, do you know where we're going? We're going to a long time ago, to the time of the prophet Ezekiel, the crazy prophet Ezekiel. Are you ready guys? 3, 2, 1, go! Whoa, where are we? Wait, is that Ezekiel in prison? And he's kneeling and looks like he's praying or something. What's going on, little evangelists? I think he's having a vision. You know what, little evangelists? Let's go see what he's doing.
Ezekiel had a vision of a huge flashing fire, enveloped in brightness, with figures that looked like human beings. But they had 4 different faces and 4 massive wings, who were called cherubims. And above them was a sapphire throne, and upon it was seated a man who gleamed with bright light and a rainbow. Ezekiel realized it was actually the glory of God. Ezekiel immediately fell to the ground, and the Spirit of God had to help him stand. From this glory of God came a sound, and Ezekiel was handed a scroll, and a sound said to Ezekiel to eat the scroll. Ezekiel at first looked at the scroll confused. Like, eat a scroll? Like what? But Ezekiel ate the scroll anyway, with a scrumptious, satisfied look at the end. God told Ezekiel that he is sending him to the children of Israel to speak his words to them, because they were rebellious.
Whoa, guys, it looks like we're going somewhere else. Whoa. Wait, guys, we're in another one of Ezekiel's visions.
In one of his visions, God appointed him as the watchman of Israel. Standing on top of a really big watchtower, God showed him all of the wickedness and evil that the people of Israel were doing, the way people were disobeying God's commandments. Ezekiel's job was to warn all these people to stop their wickedness and turn back from their sins, or else they'll have to see destruction. But of course, the people did not listen to him.
Guys, did you know that the people of Israel didn't listen to what Ezekiel said, even though it was God speaking to him? So Ezekiel had to do some random stuff that God told him to do. Now here's a challenge for you. Can you guess what kind of weird things that Ezekiel had to do?
Which do you think is true? A. Ezekiel had to pray all day, every day, for 1 whole year. B. Ezekiel had to lie on his left side for 390 days, and then on his right side for 40 days, eating only a few crumbs of bread off the floor. C. Ezekiel had to get everyone in Israel to go to confession. Which do you think is true? The correct answer is B.
I know, that was pretty gruesome, right? Well, it was all to remind the Israelites of their sins. There's more. Can you guess which one's right?
Which one is right? A. He had to pray the Divine Mercy Chaplet every day. B. He had to fast for 1 whole month. And C. He had to chop off his hair. Which one do you think is correct? A, B, or C? You're right. It's C. He had to chop off his hair.
Yeah, that's right. So basically, God told Ezekiel to shave off his hair. So the first third of his hair, he was told to burn it off. So it shows that the people of Jerusalem will die of famine and disease. The second third of his hair, God told Ezekiel to chop it off with a sword, to show that the second third of Israel will die by sword when the Babylonian army came to attack them. The last of his hair, Ezekiel was told to spread his hair, and then when the wind came, everything was scattered. Likewise, the people of Israel, the last people of Israel, are to be scattered, but in the end they will be brought back and will be kept safe. Whoa, guys, looks like we're going somewhere else now. Whoosh. Guys, looks like we're in another vision of Ezekiel.
God's spirit lifted Ezekiel up to see God's temple. Ezekiel saw lots of creepy things, beasts, and even priests worshipping fake and false idols within God's temple. God was very upset by seeing this. Ezekiel saw that the vision he had before of God's glory lifting itself up and leaving the temple, showing that the temple will one day be destroyed.
But of course, no one would have believed what Ezekiel told him. They just thought he was crazy. Folks, we're going on another vision again. It's exciting, isn't it? Here, hold on.
God showed Ezekiel a valley of dry bones scattered everywhere. God said to Ezekiel, "Do you think these bones can come alive again?" Ezekiel said, "God, only you know. How can dry bones come back alive?" God asked Ezekiel to say the word of God to the dry bone. And just then, the dry bones started joining together and standing up on their own. And the flesh covered them, and then the skin. But the bones were lifeless, so God asked Ezekiel to command the wind to breathe on these bones. When Ezekiel did so, they all came alive like actual humans.
Oh, guys, that was something else. Never seen that before. Whoa, what do you think that meant? Pause the video and have a think about it. Think about it? Well, it means that God's glory will come back again and he will restore and put life in all his children. Well done, guys. All of Ezekiel's visions did actually come true, and some are still yet to come true. Now, did you know that God gave Ezekiel plans for a new and extravagant temple? Yes, it's even better than the Temple of Solomon. We'll find out how good it is. Yes, we are back. Thank you, little Evangelists, for joining me. See you next time. God bless you.